Tonight on Cox Forum, we're taking a look at green buildings here in Orange County and an Orange County company that is leading the way and helping to design such buildings. Our guest during this segment is Dan Heinfeld. He is the president of LPA. And, we've talked about some of the things that you have done so far. What sort of things are sort of on your drawing board? Besides that fuel cell, what sort of things are you experimenting with right now?
Well, the thing that's really exciting right now, it's just a fabulous time to be in our business, because I don't think that we as architects in the industry have ever been sort of more valuable to kind of what we're doing. And so the whole idea that the ENC talks about, which is a net zero building, where a building's producing as much electricity as it uses. 2 years ago, we wouldn't even have been talking about that kind of thing, and now we're actually looking at schools that are thinking about doing it. We're looking at corporate facilities. I mean, it's really kind of across the board in terms of the green kind of trends and the things that people are looking about that they might not have thought about, because I think they're really discovering that it isn't, it's really about a good business case. There are so many sort of advantages to doing that, from not only promoting indoor environment with your employees to just making a good business sense of sort of creating energy on site and being able to really control what your energy costs are going to be. Those kinds of things are so much more in the foreground, and all of those things, I think, if you really design them properly, they start to tell you something about the building and where that building is in its place. And that's kind of one of the great benefits, we think, of green design, is that it's really good design. And it also has the ability to be regional, because if you're going to design a sustainable building, it has to relate to its site. Therefore, it has to be of that place. And so in a world where we're always worried about prototype gas stations or malls that all look the same, this is an opportunity for a community to really have a different look to it, because it's responding to that program.
Here in California, particularly Orange County, we sort of think of ourselves sort of cutting edge, kind of modernish. Are there other parts of the country that you are also doing business in that this is sort of transferable to?
Yeah, I think that this is not sort of a state by state kind of thing. I think this is a nationwide, this is a worldwide kind of change in basically how we thought about doing buildings. And so whether you're in New Mexico or Texas, we did a sustainable store for Wal-Mart in Texas, which was an experimental store where they tried lots of different things to sort of test what they could use on their new stores. And their new stores are 30% energy efficient than the old ones. So, I mean, those kinds of things are really huge. We call it mainstream green, where we have thousands of green buildings, not hundreds.
When you talk about mainstreaming, you're known as a green architect. Do you foresee a time where that kind of label just doesn't mean anything anymore?
Yeah, I think it's possible, because it's becoming just a part of the business. But I think if you think about how you're going to design and you incorporate those green sustainable things, it really is going to become just about what we do in the future.
When you go out and you market yourself, is being green, is that your big selling point right now?
I think it's one of the things, but it still really gets down to answering the program, meeting budgets, all of those sort of things. And I think one of the advantages that we have in the marketplace is that we're disproving the myth that's one of the real busters in green design, is that it has to cost more. It doesn't. It's really about sort of changing our mindset so that we're changing the discussion from added cost to added value.
Thanks so much for being with us tonight.